Hi, it's Terry. It is time to honor another Star 104.5 Teacher of the Week. And with me today is Mrs. Susan Roche. She is a fourth grade teacher at St. Stephen the Martyr Catholic School here in Omaha. Hello, Mrs. Roche.
Hello, nice to be here today.
Well, we received a lovely letter nominating you as Teacher of the Week by one of your students' parents. Now, Mrs. Roche, how long have you been teaching?
I have been at St. Stephen's. This is my 11th year, but I taught at some other schools before that. And so this is probably about my 21st year of teaching. So quite a while.
So you probably have a lot of students that are all grown up now that you remember when they were in your class, right?
Oh yeah, just the other day I stopped at Starbucks on my way to work, and in walked somebody who was driving to get a coffee that I had taught.
That's just got to be so fulfilling for you. So as a fourth grade teacher, I'm going to ask you a little bit about that, because I think fourth grade, that was my favorite grade when I was growing up. I just loved fourth grade. So let me read a little bit about this letter that I received. It says, Mrs. Roche creates a very engaging and adaptive learning environment for my son and her students in fourth grade. My son tells me sometimes she's funny or I enjoyed learning today. Because her approach and knowing her students, she knows the proper balance of keeping students in line versus letting them be curious fourth graders working through their homework and interacting with others. Beyond that, she assembles and hosts special events for both students and parents, including holiday parties and an upcoming Taste of Nebraska, where the class will see, sample, and learn about the unique items from Nebraska. All of this and more, and she allows this class to really have fun, and I highly recommend Mrs. Roche for Teacher of the Week.
Wow, that makes me feel very proud. That's very nice.
Well, yes, and loving what you do too. So fourth grade, tell me what you love about teaching fourth grade.
I mean, fourth grade, they're just at that age where they're independent, and I have to admit, God bless the, kindergarten and first grade teachers, but I would not have the patience to do that. So I like the fact, that they're still very they're very curious, and they're, engaged, and they really still want to learn, and they also want to please, which makes teaching a little bit easier, I think.
Sure, and let's flip that over and say, what is one of the biggest challenges you face with all of that?
It's just that as a teacher, you always, you want to reach each student individually. And this class, although it's a great group of people, it's a large class for St. Stephen's. There's like 28 versus last year I had 19. Sure. So I think the biggest challenge is just trying to meet the individual needs of all the students.
All right. Yeah, I can understand that completely. So let's find out a little bit more about you. I'm going to ask you first, what is your favorite TV show or movie you like to watch when you've got some spare time?
I used to watch like Friends a lot, on and off. That's always, a fun, lighthearted kind of TV show. Just something really uplifting kind of thing.
All right. And then with your family, there's so much to do here in Omaha. What do you like to do? What is one of your favorite things to do in Omaha?
One of my favorite things is to go down to the old market and go out to dinner and those kind of things. I have 4 girls of my own, and they're all grown and married. So, we could meet down there and have some, fun times.
Sure. I love that part of town as well. Okay, final question for you, Mrs. Roche. What do you love most about being a teacher?
The thing that I love the most is I'd almost like to be able to read their mind, but sometimes you can. It's like that aha moment when, if someone was struggling with something and then it finally it rings the bell. It's like, oh, I get this now. And you just, I don't know, you feel like, you've made a little bit of a difference. And also the fact that, I've been teaching for so long, sometimes when I bump into students, that are a lot more grown and just visiting with them and seeing what they're doing now and that kind of thing. So I think those are like my 2 highlights of teaching.
teacher and so rewarding for you as well. Well, we want to congratulate you for being an outstanding teacher, and we have some gifts for you. First of all, we've got a $100 gift card to Charleston's restaurant. So you can take the night off from cooking and just relax and enjoy a nice dinner out. We also, I don't know if you've heard of Alpaca. They put together these great packages for classrooms. Have you heard of them?
No.
Yeah, well, we've got a great big box. This is just part of it. All kinds of supplies for your classroom, courtesy of Alpaca. So you've got that. And then, of course, I love presenting this from Regal Awards, our Star 104.5 Teacher of the Week Award, just for you, Mrs. Roche. And to thank you for all you do for students, because they certainly love you. We also want to thank our sponsor, H&H Chevy and H&H Kia. And thank you for all you do, Mrs. Susan Roche, fourth grade teacher at St. Stephen the Martyr Catholic School in Omaha. Thanks for spending time with me today. And again, congratulations on being our Teacher of the Week.
Thank you very much.